Okay, we are on Picabeen, and we're going to shoot some magpie geese today. Um, my setup is in the usual spot a lot of people set up over here, the swamp. It's a nice wide open area. I used to actually have my blind about another 10 meters that way, right as close to my decoys as I could get. I've got 12 static and 2 spinners. Um, I've moved it back a little bit because I found that when I was a little bit more that way, the geese circled a little bit tighter than I would like around the blind. And when I was trying to get them to fly in over the blind, it was a little too fast. They came in because they were circling so tight. And we're going to get some right there. Um, so when I waterfowl hunt, any waterfowl, magpie, alright, I got a decent break there. Magpie, snow goose, Canada goose, or ducks. I always have 2 shotguns. So I'm going to want those front 2. Way bigger than the rest. This is my 10 gauge. Ooh, miss. Miss. Whatever. Okay. I got most of them. So as I was saying, I generally always carry 2 shotguns. Today I've got my 10 gauge. Nope. We got another break here. I'm going to shut up and hunt. Oh, we already got 4 of them breaking, so I could keep calling, but you know, what's the point in having 12 breaking if I'm only going to be able to shoot 4 or 5 of them anyway, right? So that's another couple of big ones there. Alright. And we got more. A busy start. Alright. Well. I was going to start out by probably complaining about the 10 or 15 minutes of dead air you often get when you start waterfowl hunting. I didn't get that today. I think the first flock was probably about 5 minutes in, and we've had a couple more since. There's another one over here too, coming in over on the other side, I think. Oh, bad shot. And I'm out of ammo. Wonderful. Yeah, I'm not even gonna take that shot. Yeah, I got more over there. Alright. That's disappointing. That was a big one I let fly away. And I am in a comp. As I almost always am. Anyway, the reason I carry 2 shotguns, exactly the reason why you just saw there. I was out of ammo. Unfortunately, by the time I switched guns, it was a little too far away to even bother taking the shot. But that's primarily why I carry 2 shotguns with me whenever I waterfowl, so I can quickly switch. As well, as we've seen, I've been getting some pretty big breaks here so far, 4 to 6 birds per break, which I'm going to pull out that 10 gauge because I can carry 6 bullets in there. But if I only have 1 or 2 break, I'll just pull out my secondary gun because I've got a laser here with 2 shots. I've got to get my stats on it somehow. I don't want it to be my primary gun when I'm hunting for waterfowl and only be limited to 2 shots. So it's a backup gun if I have a small break or I kind of run out of ammo on the other one. I've got my dog Fetch here. Yes, his name is Fetch. Very creative. Fetch, go fetch. I've actually got a second dog, a second retriever. It's a female, and it's called Fetchette. I have never been a real big fan of waterfowling. I find it gets pretty boring. I've been finding it less so, and the reason I've been finding it less so is because I've actually got a retriever and I've actually been using it. So the reason I find waterfowling generally so boring is there's so much time standing around not doing anything. I'm standing around not doing anything, but when I have my retriever and I'm sitting here working the dog, getting them to run out and grab bodies for me, I don't know why, but it makes it a lot less a lot more bearable for me. And I don't hate waterfowling nearly as much as I used to. This guy, I've got him up to level 40, a couple thousand away, a little more than 2250 and change away from his next level. I'd have to be here and run him ragged to get him up to his next level, but I can probably run him get about 1500 experience out of him without treats at his current level. I really hate that when I've just started to send the dog out and I hear a goose call. That must be way out in the perimeter. Hearing a couple more, but yeah, they must be way out in the edges because I'm barely hearing them. So, if you find waterfowling boring as I do, get yourself a retriever. Just working the dog and getting it to run out and grab the bodies. It's something other than just standing here. At least for me, it makes waterfowling a lot more bearable than I used to find it. After my first two birds, I was in 30th place. I'm going to guess only 30 people are enrolled in this competition. So my second bird was quite a small one. Yep. We'll get incoming. Hope the dog doesn't scare him off. I think they're out the perimeter there, though. I'm not sure if they're going to come right overhead or not. Oh, yeah, they are. Right there. Get the dog, blind dog. There we go. Decent break. 5 birds. I'm good with that. Looks like 2 nice fat ones. The third and fifth one there. Wow, horrible. Why can't I shoot all of a sudden? Wow. That was horrible. That bird is wearing Kevlar. One of my shot was completely off, the first one, but that thing should have come down otherwise. Wow. Little bird. And whatever. Sometimes I will knock them down like you saw me knocking them down earlier. I've had 6 birds break and knock down all 6 of them, and sometimes I can't seem to hit the broadside of a barn. I don't know why, what the difference is. Got more coming. Can't see them. at the clouds, but they're coming. Got more over here too. Okay, there's those ones. But I've got more on my left as well. See, there's the other ones. Somebody got the break. You'll often see me turn so the birds are just in the corner of my screen there. I'm not sure if others have found this, but I find the birds render much better in the corners of the screen and you can see them better. Oh, a couple of those did break. So this as well will break up my secondary gun. Only got 2 birds here. And go on this. There we go. Small breaks like that is exactly why I carry a second gun. So, you know, those side by sides or those blazer shotguns that are only 2 shot. Got to get the kills on those sooner or later. More geese down that way. Yeah, they're on the perimeter. They're going right to left. I can barely see them over there. Alright. Oh, I got more right overhead. Sneaking in when I thought those the only ones that way were those other ones going right to left, but that's the crappy part of hunting magpie is with the weather here. Sometimes it is very hard to see the birds. Oh my, that's a lot of birds. Oh, what the hell? Die. Wow, see? I seem to go in streaks where I can shoot well and then I can barely hit anything. Really screws me up when they go overhead. And I will say, part of the reason when I see 4 or 5 birds break, I stop calling. It's not just because I can't hit them all anyway. It is partially because the more birds I have in front of me, the worse I seem to shoot. I guess it's that little indecision of deciding where you're going to aim next. Whereas if I have 2 or 3 birds break, I can usually drop every bird every time. But if I have like 6 or 7, there's sometimes I might only hit 1 or 2 birds. It's just that little snap decision center in your head. Sometimes it's just not working right for me when I have too many choices. With magpies and with snow geese, it's often readily apparent. Unlike with ducks, it's often readily apparent which bird is your bigger bird. You can clearly tell which ones are bigger in the sky. So it's usually always my first choice. But sometimes the birds just don't come at you in a way that going for those big ones first is, it just doesn't work out. You can shoot them the way you want to. Have you been checking my birds to see if there's any rares in there? I've just never been in the habit of it, I guess. Where's the dog? If I have a bird back here somewhere. I usually check my hunt histories afterwards, and I'll see if there's any rares. I'm going to get them stuffed. That was that one that I shot with the laser, the second one. More birds coming. That back one. I want that back one. That one. And then I'll have times like that where I can shoot again. I don't know how. I usually put myself right in the opposite corner of the blind from my dog, and I don't touch my movement keys when I'm shooting. But often I find myself moved after I've been shooting a bunch of waterfowl. It doesn't matter if it's geese or ducks. It's the same. Some more geese over here. Small flock. Sounds like it's only a few birds. Oh, we'll get another one's coming from the other direction. I got a small flock over here somewhere. Might be over on the perimeter there. I got more over here too. Oh, okay, so there's that one. It's a single bird. It's already broken. I got more. I need to use a short range collar on that one. Just need to shoot it. I got some over there and I got some over there. The ones might just be going different directions on the perimeter out there. There we go. I can see them barely way out there. So those perimeter birds, they usually fly just below the tops of those trees, beyond the trees, and you can barely see them. More over here. Sound like they might be out in the perimeter. Hold it. Oh, wait a second, see? Oh, here they come. Probably something that makes the waterfowling better than I used to find it, as well as all of the magpie and the snow geese can slow down sometimes. Man, when they go, they go. You can just have birds coming at you constantly sometimes. Oh, screw you, you bastard. Man, he's just turning and turning and turning. I can't get a clear shot of him. Oh well. I got the bigger one. All I care about. Gun's getting low. We got 10 shots left on that stack. Alright, I'll go get another bird. That's not a big one. 1.9. That's about as, you don't get a lot smaller than that. I think the smallest one I might have seen is 1.6. And again, I moved out of that corner just from shooting. Incoming. 1.9. Two breaking. Three breaking. They'll look small though. Looks like the bigger ones up there decided not to break. I don't know, that back one could have some size. The back one looks like a good size. And they split on me. Ah! I don't hunt with a scope, so it's no surprise when the birds are coming at me that I miss quite a bit. But I just can't bring myself to do it. I find using a scope limits my vision too much when I'm trying to find that next bird. Not that you can put a scope on the 10 gauge, but the pump shotgun you can. I never use a scope on the pump either. I just can't do it. It's fine for that first bird, but then when you're trying to follow up and find your second and third shot, it's horrible. I can't deal with it. I'd rather miss a shot or two here or there because it's under where I'm aiming than the other way around. Bad shot there. Where's the other one? No, he's long gone. Oh, guess more had broken. But you can see. And yeah, I knew I wasn't going to hit it, but I had one bullet left in the stack, so I need to get rid of it. So as you can see so far, I was talking about with the dog and keeping busy. Not that I have a ton of birds out here on the ground, about half a dozen or so right now, but I still have bodies out on the ground. So, more incoming. There might be on the perimeter over there. Can't tell if they're coming in or not. Oh yeah, they're on the perimeter, just on the edge of the trees out there. Alright. So I've yet to get to a point where I've been completely doing nothing. I've either been shooting, calling in birds, shooting birds, or working the dog. So, whereas without the dog, you're standing here half the time, and then at some point you run out and you just quickly grab a bunch of bodies. That's not a bad size one. Got a bird right here. Somewhere. A single bird flying over. And it's breaking. I'll pull out the secondary gun for this because only one bird. More over here. Can't see them, but they're over there. Sound like they're slowly moving to the right, so probably some of those perimeter birds again. Yeah, there they are, just above the treetops. Oh, I had 2 count break. That's nice, I got 2 right here that broke off of that. The one that's flying away there is the bigger of the 2. That one. And I get moved out of that corner again without touching any movement keys. It's weird. Don't know how that happens, but more ducks over on my left. Sorry, geese. It's more on the perimeter. There they are. It's not uncalled for to have geese that far away break, but it's unusual, so. No real big birds here. 3.6 is the best. I've had a number of those. That's not going to place me too well for the comp. Who knows, I could have a bigger bird laying out there. Those 2 far ones out there have been laying out there since the beginning. I keep dropping closer birds, and the dogs always grab the closest birds first. So I've been here, started at 8 a.m. It's now 9, so I've been hunting for half an hour. I haven't been counting, but I'm sure I've got about at least 25 geese so far. We'll see how the rest of this hunt goes, but I will find often it dies off for a little bit, but then it's like they're regrouping, and then they'll just come at you really hard again. I get, it's not that big. I got some right here coming in. 3 breaking. Back one is the biggest one. I like it when they all go the same direction. Makes my life a little easier. Birds broke, 3 birds down, that's the way I like it. More coming right now. Get in here, dog. There you go, 5 of them breaking. quickly register that. Tiny guy. Oh, that's a big bird right in the middle there. A really big one. Oops. Not the two biggest ones there, but there was one that was really big. I wanted to make sure I got him. Oh, and there's another break. Three more coming. Wow. They're just running me over here today. Like I said, you get a second wave and they'll just come at you hard. There'll be a lot of them. Oh, I hit those, but not enough to kill them. I was looking for the bigger birds there. That's why I was kind of jumping around. All right, bring the. I don't know where that bigger one that was in the middle of the break went to that I shot. I want to see that one. Looked like a fair-sized bird compared to everything else. That's probably it right there. Almost 3.8. Still only 17th in the comp. Jesus. It's this comp is going to end in 3 hours, so it's been going for a couple days almost. So I'm getting in late. I haven't done any attempts on it prior to this, so probably have to get pretty lucky and get a couple of really big birds to move up on in the standings on it. Just under 3.8 though. That's a pretty good sized bird because magpie go up to 4,000. So. Just shy of what most people would consider a trophy bird, which is 3,800 and up. Orange geese coming. Small flock. No, it's not that small. Oh, yeah. One breaking, one still flying. See if we can get the second one to break. Yeah, well. Guess I'm just going to shoot this one. More out there in the perimeter. 3 of them. Oh, got more on this side now too. Let's see them. Might be one's just flying out in the perimeter. I got more coming down below, I think. Yeah, they're in the perimeter though too. And they're a little closer than they usually are, so you can make that one break. Yeah. There's another 3/8. That's not bad. That's another good sized bird now. It's even bigger than the other one. That might be that really big one I saw. Well, that throws me up into number 8 in the comp. That's not bad. Still, I need probably a really nice bird over 39 to move me anywhere into contention. That 3824 I just had, I think that might be that single bird I just had break a little while ago. So there wasn't another bird beside it for a size comparison. I've had that where I have like 3 birds come in and they all look like about the same size, and I shoot them and I think, oh, those are 3 little birds, but because they're all about the same size, you can't really tell. Because I've had that happen and they all weigh like 3.5, 3.6, which is a good sized bird. But if you haven't got the smaller birds beside them, sometimes you can't quite tell. He's over here. There they are. 3 birds. 4 maybe? Yeah, 4. And they're all breaking. This top 2 there look a little bit bigger. Well, maybe not. The front one looks actually bigger now that I see them separated. That's horrible. Wow. Wow. Sometimes you're just throwing up air balls, man. Horrible. I don't get it, how sometimes I'm so accurate and I can just pick them off like crazy, and other times I'm just like, wow, I've never shot a gun before, I'm a moron. If I could shoot 100% of the time like I do 70% of the time with a shotgun, I would have incredible shotgun stats. But, I mean, they're not bad, but... Another one back there somewhere. More incoming. There they are. Good sized flock. Hopefully the dog doesn't spook them. I haven't heard him, so he's still up there a ways. There he is. Just go back to the blind. I have a feeling these aren't going to break. Usually they break pretty early for me. I got more coming to my left though. Where are the other ones? Oh, they're out in the perimeter there. Oh, we get some breaking from that perimeter group. Two birds incoming. That's the backup gun. Only two birds. Probably on the perimeter. Can't see them. Yeah, they're not coming this way. Just flying over the other side of the trees. So what have we done here? Well, we've put almost 1,500 experience on the gun. Oh, grab that guy. Put 1,300 or so experience on the dog so far. We're still at, we're down to 150% experience gain, so he's getting tired. But that's why I have two of them. Switch them out. I'm not sure if I'm staying much longer. I might just clean up the birds that are out here and be done with it. I'm not really trying, I mean, I always activate comps when I come in to hunt, because you never know when you're going to get lucky. I can't remember who it was on the forum a couple weeks ago. I'd never hunted magpies before, and they went and shot and killed 5 or 6 magpies their first time out. One of them scored 39.75. So you never know. That's why I always activate comps. But if I was serious about this comp, though, I wouldn't have waited until there was 3 hours left in the comp to start working on it. Can't see any other domes out here, but it could be something over a little hill. And we got more geese coming. I guess those far ones were little ones, which is not surprising, because I always try to shoot the bigger ones first, so the bigger ones usually land in closer. Come on, break for me, especially those two in the back. They're not breaking, but I got more coming down here somewhere. Right overhead, that's one. Alright, so, oh, there it goes, it broke. Horrible aim. God. Shooting like an idiot. Got a single bird over here. Squawking. I haven't seen it though. Oh, there's a single one way out there. Way up there. Hasn't broken, it's just flying by. But this is usually the time of day when they start acting like this. You get some not breaking, and you just see one or two in a flock. This is when it slows down, but then they seem to die off for a while, and they regroup, and you'll get another wave coming at you after a little while. You'll see a lot of the more recent birds I've been getting are smaller too. Another sign of that. So there's another hidden body out here somewhere. When you start kind of decimating the original flocks like that, and you start getting a lot of smaller flocks and smaller birds, you'll kind of get a little bit of dead space, and then you'll have fresh flocks coming at you and bigger birds again. One flock somewhere way out in the perimeter that I barely hear it. Good sized bird. 6. Alright, any more hidden out there? Less than 1,000 to go before your next level, buddy. Oh, there's still another one out there. He's going to be from way early on, I think, if he's way over there. I don't think I've been shooting any long shots at any over there since near the beginning. Three birds overhead coming in. See if they'll break with the dog just coming in. Do put camel on the dog always. Just for that, I find if the dog's wearing camel, even if he's out like that, sometimes he won't stop the birds from breaking. Sometimes he will. Oh, there we go. 2 just broke, including the bigger one of that was in that 3. And that bigger one is in the back. So I get this often where I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to let the dog clean up and I'm going to get out of here. And they just keep coming and coming. Ooh, 1.7, really small. Get moved out of that corner. So it's the bigger of the 2, 3, 3. Alright, any more hidden birds out there, buddy? Yep. That's the other thing, if you're hunting here for magpie, beyond the boredom factor I was mentioning earlier, get yourself a retriever, because this is the 3rd body that I haven't seen a dome for, that I sent the dog out for, and it's out there. It was way up, I can just see the dome now. Yeah, it's way up the hill there. particularly if you're using a 10 gauge as your primary gun like I am, get a little more range on your kills. Yeah, more geese coming. See, that second hit was at 65 meters. Coming in from two directions. One from over here. One from over here. Alright, so there's 4 there. I haven't seen the ones over here yet. There's 6 here. Oh, there's 5 here. Trailer. Oh, and I got 5 overhead too. Wow. So, what I was saying, they take a break and then they really come at you hard. I got 3 flocks right here right now, and of course nobody's breaking. Oh, there's 2 breaking. And there's another flock, 4th flock. Alright, well, it's time to do some shooting. Why? And 5 just broke from there. I think a 6 just broke. Yeah, a 6 just broke in behind. And I've got one on the ground somewhere because I'm getting a call. I'm down there. Alright, boys. Come on back, let's see what you got. That was a big bird. Where did that big guy go? Alright, I think I managed to find the big guys there. That flew right over, hit my head and close. Only 4 bullets left in the gun. So, what I was saying, exactly what happened. All of a sudden I got 4 flocks overhead. Come back at you hard. And a bunch of bigger birds again. Oh, shut up. Figure it out, man. Go get the bird. Fuck. There's a bird. Single bird somewhere here. I don't see it. I don't see it. There's a single bird somewhere. There it is. And it just broke. Excellent. Here it comes. That's got gun all day when it's a single bird. More geese coming. Exactly what I'm talking about. It'll go a little quiet for a while. Flocks will get small and then they'll just start coming at you hard again. I don't see them yet. There they are. 6 of them. I was just going to get out of here because it was quieting down. Sure enough, they did exactly what I thought. There, just another wave of them coming at you. Well, these ones don't. Oh, they're, I was going to say they don't want to break, but there's 5 of them breaking. I only got 4 bullets in the 10 gauge right now. That's something I, keep note of because I need to know if I need to switch quickly. at him if I had ammo on the 10 gauge, but just me. Only another 750 experience for your next level, buddy. There's 5 on the ground right now, plus the one he got in his mouth. Guess I'm gonna run them ragged because I don't feel like switching dogs because I'm just trying to get out of here at this point. But I don't like wasting. Okay. Dogs confused, that's fine because I got geese incoming. There. I'm just trying to get out of here, but the geese are not letting me go. And I could just run and get the bodies a lot faster than the dog, but I don't like wasting dog experience. Come on, break. Of the overhead flocks, I don't get too many that don't break. Most break. There's one single bird breaking. Oh, another single bird breaking. So, when I break that far out, I'll just use the short range collar right away. And I just quickly switch guns. That's what I carry too. Instead of waiting for the reload. So I think I'm just going to run the dog ragged here. Still got 150% experience gain, but I'm just trying to get out of here. I want to leave. I want to be done with this. But geese keep coming. I'm going to keep shooting. The comp I'm in here right now is a weird one. It's just the combined score of your 2 highest scoring geese, either under 10 meters or over 20 meters. And unless I'm trying to get him to come in close, almost every bird is over 20 meters. So it seems like a silly competition. Like, why the under 10 meters stipulation? I don't know. I mean, by those rules, you would think if you're only going to count under 10 meters or over 20 meters, that somebody thinks most geese are shot in between 10 and 20 meters, which is simply just not the case. So yeah, it's a weird comp. It's, for me that just means, that's a nice big bird. No, it's not a nice big bird. I just had too many small ones. For me, under 20 meters or under 10 meters or over 20 meters, that's pretty much every bird. Because they're pretty much all going to be over 20. I might have had one that cut across in close that I shot under 20, maybe one this entire hunt. But 2, 3 more. That looks like a good-sized bird over there. He looks fat. Could just be the way it's laying. Yeah, it doesn't look so big. Yeah, 3.5. Alright. You know, I haven't had any dead time where I'm not either calling birds, shooting birds, or having the dog retrieve birds. So. That's the last one, buddy. I'm gonna check after the birds, but not bad. I needed 2,500 for the next level for this guy, and now I'm down to just over 500. So, a couple thousand experience on him. And single bird over here coming in. Just when I think I'm out, they pull me back in. Oh, there's two birds. Yep, there they are. Last hurrah. Yes, no, we ain't coming. Right, more coming to my right. Might be out there on the perimeter. I can't tell if they're coming. Yeah, they're flying the perimeter, I think. I don't think they're coming overhead. Oh, there they are. Another two. And they're breaking. Ah! Got more over here, but they're out in the perimeter. Try and call those. Ooh, I've seen that one a few times. Hit them at 62 and 76.9 meters. Getting the reruns now. I hope this is the last bird on the ground. I can get out of here. I'd really like to go get a coffee. He looks fat. Maybe. Nope, maybe not. He's tiny. Just the way the dog was carrying it. Alright. Any more bodies out there, buddy? No more bodies. You sure? Alright, we're out of here, buddy. Good work today. 2,000 experience. Next time we're out hunting, you get another level.